Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Friday. It's the end of the week, which is very exciting. How are you all doing? What are your plans for the weekend? What have you been up to since we last saw each other yesterday? Tell me. I am actually going to meet somebody in the flesh at the park later on this afternoon, which will be lovely. And very surreal. It feels very strange to meet people in the flesh now. I loved being in the studio yesterday. It was really nice to have that. And Dad, you're on time. Love that comment. Yeah, I really loved being in the studio yesterday as well. It was so nice to do. Going to be in the studio again on Monday, which will be really nice, or at least Monday morning. I'm not sure if I'll be there for the Facebook Live or whether I'll be back here, but that will be really, really nice. So I'm kind of getting a bit more prepared for being open, or reopening, should I say. So trying to get a bit more prepared for the 1st of August. Really looking forward to that and hoping lots of families come along and enjoy that as a bit of a kind of launch, really, or relaunch in opening. What else have I got? I've got a family quiz planned at the weekend. Might even have a barbecue. I think the weather's supposed to be really good tomorrow. Got lots of online rehearsals as well. So a little bit of work and a little bit of really good stuff. Hi Cheryl, how you doing? Nice to have you with us. Right, let's get you guys up on here so that I can go a bit hands-free and be able to show you what we're doing today. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this sort of week of the bullet journals that we've been doing. They've been great fun, and they've kind of rekindled my passion a little bit for bullet journals because they are lovely to use. Hi Joe, how you doing? Hi Sue. Lovely. Been out for lunch with a friend. Very nice. Did it feel strange? Did it feel strange going out for lunch, or like were there many kind of restrictions and things, or did it feel perfectly normal? Let me know, because I'm always a bit kind of worried that it's going to feel a bit odd, I think. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do some titles. So I know we've talked a lot about titling pages and typography and things that all comes into play when you start looking at bullet journals, and you can really play with the calligraphy side of it. And really kind of design how you want your format to look. So I'm going to do several different ones. I'm going to use, I might use the word Monday actually, as I'm looking forward to Monday. So I'm going to use the word Monday just to kind of show you some different titles and things that we can do. Hi Angie. Oh, hi Natalie. Thank you very much. My lovely colourful headscarf. I needed a bit of colour today. We needed some bright things going on. And my hair looks a mess, so it was the perfect solution, really. But thank you. So I'm going to drop you guys down so that you can see what I'm up to. You will need, I'm going to use a fine liner. If you haven't got, I'm just going to kind of freewheel it a little bit with my my dotted paper, so that I've got some kind of guideline there. But if you haven't got any, you will need a ruler. And I'm going to use a highlighter rather. I found a different colour. I found a yellow one. So I'm going to use that in mine. But if you wanted to use a different colour, just use a felt tip or even colouring pencils. Works just as well. Cool. Right, let me drop you down. Happy Friday, Andy. I've just seen your comment. What else have we got? Oh, Sue, so the restaurant was quiet. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think a lot of places are going to be quite quiet for a while. Right, there we go. So the first thing that I'm going to do is do a kind of, maybe just the actual date as well. So I'm going to put a little blob on the end there. You guys see that? I'm not sure what the angle is. There we go. So put a little blob on the end there. And then I'm going to do a straight-ish line across, and then a little blob on the end there. So it kind of looks like a bar that's going to be holding our banner, which I'm going to do down here. So I'm just going to do a really simple banner shape on there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then next to it, I'm just going to write very small, Monday. And that's where this dotted paper really helps as well, because it gives you guidelines for keeping all of your writing really, really straight. So let me hold that up so that you guys can see that. I know it's back to front, but hopefully you get an idea of it. And then all I'm going to do is just put a number in there. So what's the date on Monday? It's the 20th, I think. So I'm going to put a 20 in there. And then I'm going to use my highlighter to just add a little bit of colour, use the corner of it there, into my banner. We've got a nice yellow Monday the 20th. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Another way we can do it is I'm going to add some dots in. How big shall I make this? Maybe let's do the letters first. So another way to do this is, and I'm counting the dots. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 dots down. And then I'm going to go 1, 2 dots down with a diagonal line for my M. But then I'm not going to go all the way back up. I'm just going to go half the way back up to 1 dot and then all the way back down. So you can see I've got a slightly kind of wonky M going on there. All right. And then my O, I'm just going to use the full length for my O. I'm not going to do anything strange to my O. But I might do to my N. So my N's the full length. I'm going to go down the full length there. But then I might only go halfway back up. Just over halfway. The D, I think I'll keep the same because that's a nice round letter. I do love typography. The A, I'm going to put the line quite close to the top. And then the Y, again, I think I might just have the letter so that the last line just only goes halfway up. And then you can use the colour in that as well. So what I'm going to do is just put dots in between them, each of the letters. And I'm going to use the highlighter to just almost joining the dots behind the word. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some kind of ideas of different things to use. We can use that banner idea as well that we did at the top there, but just make it much bigger. So maybe if we go over here. And then find halfway between the two. And do maybe a slightly more shallow version. And then just put Mun and then the date. What did we say the date? Actually, I might use the colour for that. So 20th. So just put 20 in there. And then you can add a little bit of a shadow on it as well. So I'm just going to go underneath and to the right, just so that it looks like it's lifting off the page. I know we've done this in a couple of other pages that we've done. So I'm just going to go left and underneath. Right and underneath, sorry. I know this is back to front for you guys. Just kind of cheat on that bit, make it into a point. Yeah, so hopefully you guys can kind of get the gist of that one. That's quite a nice one to do. A little dotted line as well, that works quite nicely. And splitting the word. So whatever day it is, put day underneath the dotted line, and then whatever the first bit of your day is, Mon, Tues, Wend. There we go. So again, it's just a really simple way to play around with the words. What else could we do? We could do a banner. Do like a banner. Let's do that one up here. So start off with a rectangle. Fit your Monday inside of that. And then we draw a little bit of a banner halfway down. Doing that up together. Another one this side. Ooh, I'm slightly low on that one. There we go. And then again, you can colour that in as well. So you can use your highlighter or felt tip to colour it in. And they're just really lovely ways of making your bullet journal pages just a little bit more nice to look at, a little bit more pleasing to the eye. So that's one way. What else could you do? Oh, another way of doing that as well is to almost reduce it. So if we just put the banner shapes at the end, then put the Monday in the middle, like that. So you've got kind of a reduced version of it. And again, using your felt tips or your highlighters, whatever else it is, just pop that in there. I'm always amazed at the amount of things that you can do with kind of typography and titles and calligraphy. I went to the Harry Potter studio, which I loved, absolutely loved going to. And they had this massive, massive cabinet there full of all of the typography that they used for the films. So you had things like the letters that get sent from Hogwarts. You had all of the books that were sent. Yeah, amazing, amazing amounts of things. The newspapers they created. So you can see that I've just used a kind of modern calligraphy type style and just done it in the highlighter. But sorry, in the fine liner. And then behind it, I'm just going to put in, I'm going to start with the middle two letters. A quick Monday. So a nice big block capital letters behind it in the colour, and then you've got the nice fine liner over the top. So you can layer them up as well, the different fonts. Another way of doing that is by doing the same thing in the middle. So they're kind of the Monday with the modern calligraphy. It's much more together, that one. And then doing the rest of it with the fine liner, but only so you see the top of it and the bottom of it. Oh, she says, a slightly wonky O going on there. I haven't lined those up very well, but you get the idea. You get the idea. And then you can kind of highlight that in the middle. So you've got it kind of poking out at the top and bottom of that one there. What else could you do? Let's do a couple more. Oh, really, really nice, easy one. Literally just writing in block capitals, nice and spaced out. And then a nice scribble over the top. That always looks effective and is easy to do. What about a mun? So if we just put mun rather than Monday, because again, you know, depending on the space you've got in your journal to actually put the title, you might have to shorten it. And then I'm just gonna, on the left-hand side, thicken the straight edge of the letter. And then I'm just going to use the highlighter to colour that in. I'm quite liking yellow, actually. Yes, again, really nice, quick and easy way of doing it. If you're writing with the highlighter, so I've just put mun, and then underneath and to the right. So you go underneath. This is where I get myself confused. Or should you do underneath to the left? Yeah, underneath to the left. There we go. And underneath to the left. And then slightly to the left on those bits as well. It really highlights and makes it look like it's got a little bit of a shadow going on. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'll lift that one up in a second so you can see. There we go. So that's a really nice technique to use as well. You could make them into little bunting. So I think, well, I'll make this my last one. I can get carried away and I'll end up doing these all day. So I will make this my last one. But you can really get inventive with these. And practice so many different types of font. And I've just literally, so I've just done those little banner, or you could do triangles actually, make it proper bunting. Little banner shapes, one for each letter, and then just joined it with a line behind it that's just slightly lower than the top. And then again, you can use the highlighter or your felt tips to kind of colour that in as well. That looks quite effective. There's so many different ways that you can do this to just make it more visually interesting, and just make it look much more creative, whilst using really, really simple techniques. So there you have it. There is all of my title techniques. And you can do lots of kind of variations on those as well and really play around with it. Make letters, like one letter big, one letter, the next letter small, the next one big. You know, all sorts of different things that you can do. And just with a highlighter and a fine liner, you know, you don't actually need lots and lots and lots of strange, expensive art materials to be able to do this. So there's one other thing that I wanted to show you, which was an idea that I found for a bullet journal, which I thought was a really nice kind of starting page. So I've just done a little illustration of the sun and the moon in the middle, and then separated it into 4 different boxes. And I've got I am, I can, I've done, and I will, which I just thought was a really great way of looking at your kind of your positive strengths, things that you're able to do, things that you've already done, and actually that kind of setting goals of I will do this. It's a really lovely thing to start off a bullet journal with, especially if if you're making one for somebody else as a present. It could be a really lovely thing for them to fill in. So it's just another idea. Hope you guys have enjoyed all of our bullet journal stuff this week. I could go on forever because there's just so many variations, so many different things that you can do with them. That's what I like about them, they're so versatile. Next week then, I have had a look at kind of some of the comments that people have put, and actually Lynn came up with the amazing idea of next week having something different every day. So I will be starting on Monday with charcoal. And then on Tuesday, I'll do something else, whether it be oil pastels or watercolour paints or drawing. I just haven't quite figured that out yet. But on Monday, you will need your charcoal and a piece of paper, just a white piece of paper. Preferably the thicker the paper, the better. So if you've got a nice bit of kind of cartridge paper or paper that you tend to find in sketchbooks, tends to be quite nice and thick. So I'll see you on Monday for that at 2 p.m. It's going to be our last week of our art tutorials. Thank you so much to you guys for joining in and supporting these, because it's just been fantastic. What I would like you to do for your weekend challenge is to send me, either by post or you can drop it through the door at Arty Farty Retreat. I will pop the address below. Please send me at least 1, if not 2, pieces of your artwork that you've created during lockdown with me. Because what I'd love to do is reopen Arty Farty Retreat with a nice little exhibition in our foyer space, in our white wall space, with all of the artwork that you guys have created with me. Please pop your names on the back of the artwork so that I can make sure that I can return it to you as well. But it would be really lovely to have that, and just to showcase everyone what you guys have all achieved during all the lockdown. So thank you so much for joining. I will pop all of those details below, along with a link if anybody would like to donate to Arty Farty Retreat. Would be much appreciated. As you can imagine how difficult it's been during all of this time being so shut down, and I can't wait to open and see you all in the flesh. So please do get booking workshops as well. Get working workshops over the summer. We've got life drawing and watercolour painting for adults, and so much more for children. So do have a look. Shell, I've just seen your comments. Yay, charcoal day. Boo, last week. This isn't panto, you know. But yes, it is our last week next week. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I will see you at 2 p.m. on Monday with your charcoal. And don't forget to send me a couple of pieces of your artwork. See you soon. Have a great weekend.